Alright, welcome to our first match here with our Mono Ruby aggressive deck, and we won the die roll and have a fantastic curve here. Stalagamage into Minstrel into Transmuter with a Blitz thrown somewhere in the middle there. We can even Blitz on 2 technically, but hopefully they just don't have a 1-drop and the Stalagamage gets to go the distance. Yeah, anytime the Stalagamage attacks, that, man, that was a bomb that this deck certainly. Oh, you know what? I should have played this, right? Because what if they had like a cheap shot they were waiting to play until I attacked, and then I could have really got him. But at any rate, we weren't punished, so there's good for that. What you got? What you got? What you got? Necropolis Garroter, sure. Alright, so I'm gonna do that. I'm going to play this Transmuter out here, and then I'm going to go and attack with both of these, and if they block, I'm going to Blitz to go over the top of them off this Transmuter. So, I'm trading a Blitz for killing this and 2 points of damage, basically. I think that's okay, just like using my Blitz as a removal spell plus a shock. They have no board right now, and we're going to continue beating them down next turn. Even drawing another resource isn't bad at this point, because the Transmuter can turn a resource into a random Ruby coming for us. Huh, that was a great draw. Yeah, I think I'm just going to fire in the hole. I'm just going to fire in the hole this, and then I'm going to attack for 5 here. It's basically 7 because the Stalagamage is going to get to Diligence again. And I'm not playing this resource out just yet because we might want to discard it to make a random thing. We probably don't want to play a 5th resource at this point in our lives, so that's what they have here with speed, sure. Kind of curious they don't have, I don't know what's it called on there, Dreadlings. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna play this, and I think I'm just gonna go, yeah, Blitzer off of this, and then Champ Power here, attack for 8, and then this is gonna Diligence next turn, and put them to 3, or put them to 1. I might jump for 4 here, which I am okay with. Nope, we're going to 3, okay. Your turn. Even Dreadent doesn't get him out of this here, which is nice. Blood-Eye Defiler. That's a pretty good card. So they're going to gain 3 and we're going to lose 3. Are they still dead here? They're going to 4 and then they can block. Okay, so they're not dead on board, which kind of sucks for us. Firebrand. Huh. Am I just playing this? So I'm going to play this, and then I'm going to play Valor on here. And then I attack with everything here. I guess there might have been a merit to making a random Ruby comment to try and kill them this turn, but like, they have to block these two, so they get to eat my Transmuter, and this eats this, so I'm trading the Transmuter for this effectively. Because this will eat this, and then this will, yep, and then they're going to take 2, and then the Diligence on the Stalagamage is then lethal. Plus I have a bunch of lethal attackers as well. So they need to answer this, plus then not be dead on board. Oh, alright. Good quick rundown there for the first one. Not quite sure what my opponent has going on. I think we're just going to click submit. They didn't have Dreadlings on their 4-drop, so maybe they're not a ton of Dreadlings, but they're also a Theros deck, so I'm just going to run it back for now and see how the second game shakes out. This seems a little slow, but I think it's fine. Firebrand on 2 is pretty good. Try to attacking for 3 on the 3rd turn of the game. Another shard's not the greatest, but we have 3 transmuters in our deck. I can actually make this deck list bigger because it has more multiples in it than my last one. Gyarados, sure. Arena Regular is a fantastic draw. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and play this out here. It says whenever we gain a charge, it deals the damage to the opposing champion, and playing these out is going to give us charges because of Marzul's ability. Change course on 2, that's pretty good for us. They bend 2 resources there, so they might either hit 3 resources. I'm not quite sure. Hopefully they attack us here. Ding, ding, ding. Sweet, no blocks. Yep, I'm going to go ahead and play this. And then I'm going to go ahead and play this. And then I'm going to go ahead and activate this and play this Ashwood Firebrand. That's alright. This guy dealt 3 points of damage on this the 3rd turn of the game. Attack for 2. So already in for 5 on that Arena Regular. Again, continuing to flood here in our hand a little bit, but we've got Blitz plus Valor. Depends on what their follow-up is here, really. Dread deployment, sure. They have an Underworld troop, too? This has to stay home, right? No, okay. Yeah, I'll block here, I guess. Take 5. They must have another Dread deployment, right? It's the only thing I can think of to be that aggressive. Oh, Mechanized Aerialist, sure. Make that free. I feel like they must have another one, right? Another shard. That's less than stellar for us. So I can Valor here. I'm gonna Valor here and attack with these 2. That means I can Blitz either of them to kill their guy, and Argyle live, because this gives our Valor Swift Strike when it attacks. Okay with that trade, I think. Depends on what their level of Dreadling follow-up is for... We see another Dreadling producer out of them, like Dread Deployment. I think we'll bring in the Crackling Magma for the 3rd game if we have one. Ashwood Transmuter would definitely be one of our better draws right now. It would be effectively like drawing 2 non-resources, since we can convert one of these resources in our hand into something else. We're still at 15 here, which is a lot of points of health. Thankfully, this lethal 2-2 doesn't quite get through. Doesn't quite hold back our 3-2. That's pretty unfortunate for us. Alright, well, I guess I get to play that and deal the damage, and then I think I'm just going to go ahead and do this, and then crack in for 4 here. Just get in my damage while the getting is good, basically, before they have a chance to draw pieces of removal. You crack me for 5 here? Have to have another follow-up for this. This is a free block, right? Because this isn't lethal anymore. Sanguine Boon. Sure. I think I'd rather them put that on there and kill my, like, pretty meaningless 1-3 other than gain extra life here. They have another troop to play too. The post-combat speed troop, sure. There's the transmuter that we talked about really wanting. So let's do that. Which triggers that. Let's go ahead and discard this ruby shard. Castable, that's good, please. Scrap Tooth Gnasher. I'll take it. Yeah, I think that's fine. So let's attack for 3 here. If they don't have another Sanguine Boon, we're actually in a pretty good spot, right? Play the Scrap Tooth Gnasher out. We're gonna need like a, okay, Underworld Officer. That's definitely a card that could help them steal this game. No attacks, good and conservative, okay. They just planned for this to end up running us out. That doesn't seem completely unreasonable. Would love for this to generate a piece of removal. That's actually really good. That's really funny. This gives it +3/+3, right? So we'd have to block with 2 things or the Cruel Venom Blade, so yeah, I guess. Why draft him when you could just, you know, Ashwood Transmuter him up? Oh, this is lethal still. That was a mistake on my part. I shouldn't have offered... I forgot that this had attacked the previous turn. Yeah, that was a pretty sizable mistake on my part, actually. I'm dead on board. I'm dead on board right now, so they have a troop. So they block 3 things here. Blitzer, something good. Another resource. So what happens if I attack with all of these? Man, this would have been so much better if they're... I guess I would have taken 1 more damage from this. So if I attack with all of these, they're obligated to block. They could eat the Firebrand, and they could eat this and then take 6. And then am I dead on the backswing? Yeah, I think so. Alright, I think I'm just supposed to attack with these 3 here. I think they're obligated to block all of these. Well, nice if we drew a Blitz or something relevant here. Killing off some of his troops makes this worse too, though, which is nice. They have a champion power in the bank, which is kind of scary. This has been a close game on the... Wow, that's... Am I just dead on the backswing? I might just be dead on the backswing here. And actually count it. I probably should have. So I go block, block, and... Oh, yeah, super. So nothing we could do because playing around the Blood-Eye Defiler, right? I think I'm just going to save here. Yeah, I'm just going to save. So we ditched 2 resources there. We ended up, we drew 8 resources that game. I'm not sure if we had better attacks at any point there. Oh, definitely the turn we threw the Scraptooth Gnasher away. I think that would have been better to wait till the following turn. Unsure, though. Love to go first. Sounds like not super aggressive, but I think it's fine. If our opponent has a 2-drop, we might get in trouble with this Flame Guard, but if they don't have a 2-drop, the Flame Guard can be very good. If they do have a 2-drop, we just like trade the Flame Guard for it and then play an Otachi Brute on 3, so... If they don't have a 2-drop, we're gonna need to run away with this game, though. So I'd prefer no 2-drop. I guess if they don't have if they have a 2-drop now, we could play the Transmuter out and then like use the Blitz of the Furious Blitzer to get this going. No 2-drop. Okay, fantastic. I really people need to mulligan more in limited, especially like they've seen that my deck is like super aggressive. They probably like if I'm on Stalagamage, you probably can't keep a hand that doesn't do anything until the 3rd turn. Yeah, so like now they're gonna play 1 blocker, and like my Flame Guard is gonna diligence and say, hey, this can't block. Hopefully we draw a resource, get to play this Furious Blitzer. Even if we miss, we get to play the Ashwood Transmuter. Yep, so we'll play the Transmuter out here, which makes us have 3 power. I get to go ahead and attack with both of these, which is going to trigger Assault on this and this. So next turn, we're going to have a free Furious Blitzer on top of whatever else we have going on. This Fire in the Hole is up to 3 damage. Next turn, it's going to be up to 6. So if they just play one more troop out here, we're going to make one not be able to block, and then we're going to be able to Fire in the Hole the other. Just like continue applying ton of pressure. Like just doesn't even matter that my opponent has a Nuts Commander prompt. Just go ahead and say you can't block here. I'm going to play the Ayotachi Brute out pre-combat here to give this plus power. I'm going to go ahead and attack with all of these before blocks get declared. I'm going to Fire in the Hole this commander prompt. They're going to take 9 here and go to 6, and they're pretty dead here. I suppose... Nope. Dread End doesn't even get them out of this because we have the Blitz in our hand, so, you know, go ahead. Opponent certainly should have just taken a mulligan here. That's going to be the match. All right, stay tuned for the next match here with another aggressive Ruby Marzel deck. Thanks for watching, folks.